So something's off with today's Democrats. Take Katie Porter, who's running for governor of California. She's the left's latest ray of sunshine. And like the sun, looking directly at her will damage your eyes.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, man?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of, so you don't think
I feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
Well, to those voters, okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
It's no surprise she freaked when she heard 40%, since that's her level of body fat. Then there's this recently surfaced nugget.
To air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot.
Nice girl.
Yeah. No wonder everyone who works for her ends up on a milk carton. If only she could retain staff the way she retains water. Then,
Wow.
I know, there's left-wing streamer Hassan Piker, who's being accused of shocking his dog on a live stream.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just just stop.
I know. Let's see it one more time.
Yes.
It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just stop.
So what did he just do to that dog? And for what? Just standing up? And that's the Democrats' new model for liberal male masculinity? A guy who treats his dog the way Hunter Biden treats his penis? I mean, I don't know if he shocks his penis, but I'm assuming. Who wouldn't? If I had the options. And what of Greta, the left's favorite vegan Swedish meatball? She posted a photo of a starving Israeli hostage, claiming it was a starving Palestinian. But I guess they all look alike when you skip school for 15 years. Or maybe it's the brain damage you get when you replace a protein-rich diet with anti-Semitism. But at least her new haircut has Jews and Muslims both united in recommending a veil. Now, she's not a Yank, but she could be the face of the Democrat Party. Female, white, unhinged. I give her credit, though. She's the only hostage in history where the kidnappers kept sending her back. The list goes on. Chuck Schumer, he's still a grim ghoul who sleeps hanging upside down.
Trump and the Republican Party are hell-bent on taking health care away from 60 million people. It's a disgrace. So Democrats have 3 words for this. No way.
How fake is that? The only time Chuck says no effing way is when the 8 Cialis pills he guzzled won't work. And Jay Pritzker and Jerry Nadler, insufferable. But at least we know what happened to those fat twins on motorbikes. I always wanted to know what happened to them. And Akeem, as I call him, straight Obama. Looks like he's sleepwalking through a living nightmare. Then there's Schiff, Swalwell, Booker, 3 Dems who don't have one ball among them. And Brandon, Liz, and Tim, one's a buffoon, the other's a fake, and the other is stage 4 jazz hands. So it's obvious, it's not just the message, it's the manner. I mean, compare a campus pro-Hamas rally to a Turning Point event. On one hand, you have a misshapen mob. On the other, the cast of a hotter version of Melrose Place. Didn't the Dems once have some fun people? I mean, at least Bill Clinton looked like a good time. He was an inspiration to men everywhere who focused on banging ugly chicks. Today's Dems are different. They can't find their footing in reality. And true, the right has their oddballs. But here's the difference. They're fun. You know, Marjorie, Boebert. They at least look like they'd get drunk and shoot BBs at fat kids. And be honest, getting locked up by Kristi Noem is a top 10 role-playing fantasy. As long as it's not at a kennel. Hey. Fair and balanced. But the Dems, they seem so, what's the word for it? Ugly. And that's because the mind and body are intertwined, and you can't be physically appealing if your mind is drowning in hate. Look at TDS sufferers before and after Trump. Their posture, hair, faces. Kathy Griffin alone can scare stripes off a zebra. That's the opportunity cost of Trump derangement. It drains all the energy, the humor, and joy from your life. That's why it's not a syndrome, it's an addiction. And what happens with an addict? They lose interest in everything but the drug. They stop bathing, they stop trying, the spouse leaves, the bills don't get paid, the friends disappear. In short, you're Keith Olbermann. The Dems are in desperate need of rehab. It's visible on their faces. They need help, but they need to ask for it first. Until then, all we can do is wait. And don't ever ask them to dog sit. Let's welcome tonight's guest. He moved from D.C. to a farm because he was looking for less manure. Co-host of Fox & Friends Weekend, Charlie Hurd. She knows more about the old pigskin than Kermit the Frog. Host of Michelle Tavoya podcast. Michelle Tavoya. If it weren't for affirmative action, he'd get no action at all.
Wow.
Sherrod Small.
Wow. Not fair. Not fair.
And she may be bony, but she's never phony. New York Times bestselling author, Fox News contributor, Cat Jim. Charlie, you're a happy guy, which is probably why you're kind of good looking. You're kind of like a thinking man's Dennis Weaver. You're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you agree with me that happiness and looks are intertwined?
And the idea that it's not a syndrome, that it's an addiction, I think is such a great point, because that is the problem. And the problem with these people is they have been told all their lives that they have the answers. Katie Porter is convinced that she has all the answers to everybody's problems. That's why they love big government. That's why they love control. Because they think they can solve all of your problems. And if you believe that, and you've been told that, you are a supremely arrogant person. And that's why these people will never, ever stop and acknowledge that they're wrong and that they need help.
Yeah.
They'll never get out of the addiction.
They also, when you said arrogant, she's also believes that she doesn't need to persuade anybody. That's why she didn't like the follow-up questions. Wow. Yeah, thank you, Sherrod. You know, Michelle, I have never met an unattractive, happy person in my life.
You're right.
That was amazing silence. The entire audience is thinking, he's full of
Oh, yes.
But then you go to a strip club, there are all these hot chicks, but they're so miserable, it really makes it hard to have a lap dance.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
Well, if Katie Porter thinks she has all the answers, why doesn't she want any follow-up questions?
Yeah.
That is a good question there. No, it's so true. They are arrogant. They're unhappy. I don't want to paint all Democrats with the same brush, but certainly the loudest ones with the biggest platforms seem to be grumpy and unhappy and arrogant. And for her to say no to follow-up questions, she has no place in public service. Also, I think she's a little overeducated. She went to Yale. She went to Harvard. She was mentored by Elizabeth Warren, who's a fraud. And she just thinks she's entitled to walk right in and be a politician. As for the guy who shocked his dog, I believe he has citizenship in Turkey as well as America. So you know what? And he said earlier in that tape that he effing hates America. I think that he should go to Turkey because we're not going to bend to his needs. But he needs to leave his dog here.
Shrod,
Yeah.
you saw the clip of Katie Porter. You'd still hook up with her.
I was still hit. I was still hit it, but that's not the point here, Greg. I'm still smashed. 3 a.m. at the bar, I'm still smashed. Let's not be too proud in here, crowd. But it's a bad look. It's a bad look for her because she's coming off real. Lord have mercy, lady. And when they said like the single mother running for governor, I was like, the dude must be like, I'm so happy I got out of there.
Yes, he did. Didn't she abuse him?
She threw hot potatoes on his head.
Yeah.
She
But you know
scalded
what?
his scalp.
At some relationships, at the beginning, you like certain things and you didn't stop liking it.
Yeah. At first, you mean, at first he liked the potatoes.
He liked the potatoes at first, and then it was like a famine. He was like, he ain't want no more. He turned full Irish. This crowd don't know history.
So, Kat, what do you make of this whole Hassan Piker? Do you think he'd shock the dog?
So he's denying that he actually shocked the dog. I, for one, think he's lying.
Yes.
For two, don't think that is that relevant. He's still an asshole either way. Because
Yeah.
what kind of reaction is that to have to your dog standing?
Right.
Yes.
Right, like, I have a dog. Never once has he stood up and I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Like, what the? Actually, I actually would go so far as to say that I like that my dog can stand.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that my dog can stand. And also, if I ever hear my dog make a sound like that, I am standing up to then go see if he's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bet. I think this is a. You know, they say people that are cruel to animals are often serial killers.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying he's a serial killer. I'm not saying he's not a serial killer. I want America to decide, Kat.
Just doing that on a stream, like people are watching that. It's like, oh, when your dog stands, am I right? Like,
Yeah, that's their that's your non-toxic masculinity for liberals. That's your non-toxic male, a guy who's mean to dogs.
But he's like, my mother spoiled the dog. It's like, dude, it's your mom's dog, and you look like you're in your mom's basement.
Yeah.
Who are you to shock anybody?
Yeah, exactly. I like to put those shocks on him. I don't really mean that, but
I do.
All right. All right, let's do it. Get him! All right, up next, Trump brings peace.
If you'll be in the New York area and would like tickets to see Gutfeld, go to foxnews.com/Gutfeld and click on the link to join our studio audience.
Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.